Tonight, as the day gently fades and the world grows quiet, we come into this moment of stillness together. The noise of the day begins to soften. The responsibilities, the conversations, the expectations, and the unspoken worries slowly fall away. All that remains is this quiet space between your heart and God. In this peaceful moment, we remember the simple yet powerful words of Jesus: love one another. These words are gentle, but they carry a depth that reaches into every part of our lives. They are not rushed. They are not loud. They are spoken like an invitation, not a command. An invitation to live differently, to see differently, and to rest differently. Tonight, let us reflect on what it means to love as Jesus loves. Take a slow breath in, and gently breathe out. As you breathe, allow your body to settle. Let your shoulders soften. Let your thoughts slow. You do not need to solve anything right now. You do not need to fix anything tonight. This moment is simply for being present. Jesus spoke these words to his disciples in a quiet and sacred moment. He knew what was coming. He knew the challenges, the fears, and the uncertainty they would soon face. And in that moment, he did not give them a list of rules. He gave them a way to live. Love one another as I have loved you. This kind of love is not rushed. It is patient. It does not demand. It offers. It does not keep score. It gives freely. Tonight, let this love gently move through your thoughts. Think about the way Jesus loves. He sees the whole of you, not just the parts you show to the world. He sees your strengths and your weaknesses. He sees your faith and your doubts. And still, he chooses love. There is nothing you need to prove to earn this love. There is nothing you need to hide to keep it. As the night grows quiet, imagine this love surrounding you like a soft light. Not a light that shines too brightly, but one that gently warms and comforts. Jesus' love is not loud. It is steady. So often, our days are filled with moments where love feels difficult. We feel misunderstood. We feel hurt. We feel tired. We carry words that were spoken too sharply, moments we wish we could take back, and situations that left us feeling unseen. Tonight, we bring all of that into this quiet space. God, in this moment of stillness, we come to you with hearts that have been touched by many things today. Some moments were kind. Some were heavy. Some were filled with joy, and some with frustration. And yet, here we are, resting in your presence. Jesus, you remind us that love is not just something we feel. It is something we choose. It is something we practice, even when it feels hard. Tonight, we ask you to gently show us how to love as you love. Love that listens. Love that forgives. Love that remains, even when it is not returned. As you rest, think of someone who has been on your mind today. Someone who may have caused you stress, or someone you may have disappointed, or someone who simply feels distant. You do not need to solve anything tonight. You do not need to have the perfect words. Simply hold them in your thoughts and place them gently into God's care. Jesus, teach us to see others the way you see them, not through the lens of our frustration or our expectations, but through the lens of grace. Teach us to remember that every person we meet carries their own burdens, their own worries, and their own silent prayers. Love begins when we pause long enough to notice. As the night grows deeper, let this be a moment where your heart becomes lighter. You do not need to carry every emotional weight with you into sleep. Let forgiveness begin here, even if it is just a small step. Let kindness begin here, even if it is just in your thoughts. Let peace begin here, even if it is just in this quiet breath. Jesus, you showed love not only in your words, but in your presence. You walked with those who felt alone. You listened to those who felt unheard. You stayed with those who felt forgotten. Tonight, we ask you to walk with us in this quiet moment. Be present in the spaces of our hearts that feel tired. Be gentle with the parts of us that feel worn down. Be close to the thoughts we struggle to put into words. Your love does not rush us to be better. It meets us where we are. As you breathe in, imagine receiving this love. As you breathe out, imagine offering it back to the world. This is not something you must do perfectly. It is simply something you begin. Tonight, rest in the truth that you are deeply loved. Loved when you are strong. Loved when you are unsure. Loved when you are peaceful. Loved when you are restless. There is no version of you that Jesus turns away from. God, we thank you for the kind of love that does not fade with the day. The kind of love that does not depend on our performance. The kind of love that stays, even in the quiet hours of the night. As we prepare to rest, let this love remain with us. Let it shape our thoughts. Let it soften our hearts. Let it guide our steps when tomorrow begins. Jesus, remind us that love is not something we have to create on our own. It is something we receive from you and allow to flow through us. Tonight, we rest in that love. We rest in your presence. We rest in your peace. And we carry your words with us into sleep. Love one another. As you remain in this quiet moment, let the words "love one another" gently echo in your heart. They are simple, yet they reach into places within you that no other words can touch. They invite you not only to think differently, but to live differently, even in the smallest and quietest ways. Tonight is not about grand gestures or perfect actions. It is about the gentle work that begins inside you. Let yourself be still for a moment longer. Breathe in slowly, and breathe out gently. With each breath, imagine your heart becoming a little more open. Not open to everything, but open to the possibility of grace. Grace for yourself. Grace for others. So often, we think of love as something we give away, something that slowly runs out as we offer it to others. But Jesus shows us a different kind of love. A love that grows as it is given. A love that deepens as it is shared. Tonight, reflect on how that kind of love might move through your life. Think about the moments when it was hardest to be kind, the times when patience felt thin, the times when you wanted to protect your heart by pulling away instead of reaching out. These moments do not make you a failure. They make you human. Jesus does not ask for perfection. He invites you into a journey where love is practiced, learned, and slowly woven into who you are. As you rest, allow yourself to receive that invitation without pressure. God, in this quiet space, we come to you just as we are, not as we wish we were, not as we try to appear, but as we truly are. We bring our tiredness. We bring our hopes. We bring our struggles. We bring our desire to love more deeply, even when we are unsure how. Jesus, teach us to begin with small acts of love. A gentle word, a patient pause, a moment of listening, a silent prayer for someone who has been difficult to understand. These small moments, though unseen by many, are seen by you. As the night grows still, imagine yourself standing at the edge of a quiet lake. The water is calm, reflecting the soft glow of the stars above. You take a small stone and gently place it into the water. The ripples move outward, touching the surface far beyond where the stone entered. This is what love is like. A single moment of kindness can reach further than you will ever know. A quiet act of forgiveness can soften hearts in ways you may never see. A simple prayer offered in the silence can bring light into places that feel dark. Jesus, remind us that love does not need to be loud to be powerful. Tonight, think about the people who have shown you love in small ways. A kind message, a gentle smile, a moment of understanding when you needed it most. Let gratitude rise quietly in your heart. And then, imagine yourself becoming that presence for someone else. Not tomorrow, not someday, but in the ordinary moments of life. As you breathe, let this thought settle gently within you. You are a vessel of love, not because of your own strength, but because of the love that has first been given to you. Jesus loved in ways that went beyond comfort. He loved when it was inconvenient. He loved when it was costly. He loved when it was misunderstood. And yet, his love was always gentle, always open, always inviting. Tonight, you are not asked to carry that kind of love alone. You are invited to walk with him, step by step, moment by moment. If there is someone you need to forgive, you do not have to force it tonight. Forgiveness often begins as a quiet willingness, a simple prayer that says, "God, help me to begin." That is enough for now. If there is someone you need to reach out to, you do not need to find the perfect words. Love often speaks most clearly through presence, through simply showing up. That is enough for now. As your body grows heavier and your mind grows quieter, let this be a moment where you release the weight of trying to be perfect. You are not loved because you do everything right. You are loved because you belong. God's love for you is not fragile. It does not disappear when you stumble. It does not fade when you struggle. It remains steady, even in the quiet hours of the night. Jesus, thank you for showing us a love that does not turn away. Thank you for staying when things become difficult. Thank you for inviting us to reflect that same love in ways that are gentle and true to who we are. As this reflection draws to a close, let the words "love one another" become a soft rhythm in your heart. Not a rule that weighs you down, but a reminder that you are part of something greater than yourself. You are part of a story of love that began long before you and will continue long after this night. Let that truth bring you peace. Let it bring you rest. Let it bring you a sense of belonging that carries you into sleep. May your dreams be gentle. May your heart be light. And may you wake tomorrow with a quiet desire to carry this love into the world, one small moment at a time.